It's Village in Motion, May 19th, Friday, and National Bike to Work Day. And if you didn't ride your bike to work, you can get your bike and ride it down the hallways probably. But Diane rode her bike in this morning, as she does every morning. And so we're really proud of her and all those people who are riding their bikes today to work. Hopefully they won't get too wet this afternoon riding them home. But today is a day that we've got social work with us today, and we've got sales with us today. And with sales today, we have our acting interim director, Franklin Foons, and we are so glad to have you with us this morning, Franklin.
I'm really happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Wow. And sales, I understand, are going quite well.
Yeah, we're having a great, we've had a great spring getting into the summer. Folks are really active, really excited to be looking at apartments and moving in, so we're seeing some great activity.
Tremendous. And you've got something going on today, right?
Yeah, we actually have a sales event today. It's a luncheon for folks who have never been here before. We're over in Hunters Crossing, and so it's a great opportunity for us to showcase Green Spring, the clubhouse, the amenities, and just talk a little bit about what Green Spring has to offer.
And you're anticipating how many people?
We're anticipating almost 50.
Oh, okay.
And so it's a great crowd. That's kind of the perfect combination that we like, is about 50 to show them around and talk about it.
So you do them downstairs in Hunters Crossing, in the conference center?
In the conference center, exactly. Okay. So usually the way a luncheon works is they'll come in, we'll go straight to lunch for them to see what dining is like. We'll do a presentation, followed by an apartment tour, and for those who are interested, we do a guided clubhouse tour.
Oh, tremendous, very good. And so we have open apartments then, huh?
We do. So we currently sit at 11 apartments, okay. And so Sheila's doing a great job along with the rest of the team to get these apartments sold, and she's actually right now, right before the event, making some calls to get a few more folks coming in.
Wonderful. So. How many people are on the wait list now?
We have over 1,200 individuals on the wait list.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a great group there.
Yeah. So we've been doing that for a number of years, right? 1,200, 1,300 people range, right?
Exactly. I mean, what's really nice about the priority list is individuals have a chance to put a plan in place. So for some, they still have a home to sell or get prepared to downsize, and so by at least having a plan in place, they know that if anything were to change, they could always count on Green Spring.
Very good. With talking about that, how do you get people to be interested in Green Spring? What do you do, or what can we do to facilitate that?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, our marketing staff does a great job of promoting the community and reaching out to the city and to our immediate area just to learn more about Green Spring for those who've never heard of us. But in all reality, our best resource are our own residents, their friends, their family members, and so our referrals are pretty much our top producing. And so residents just telling other friends about how great Green Spring is.
I brought a friend in and had the pleasure of taking them to lunch, and got a packet from you guys for them. What are you giving out these days as far as your packet to people? Are you sending things out? Are you handing things out? What's happening? Absolutely.
I mean, we were able and given the chance to really learn from our previous brochures and from individuals who are doing their research. And what we've realized is our potential residents are doing a significant amount of research now. And so our brochure needs to make sure we have the adequate amount of information for them to be able to make a sound decision about coming to see us. Okay. So it's about a 46-page brochure now, and it does a great job of breaking everything down for them to make an informed decision and come to see us.
Well, very good. You just mentioned that everybody is really doing a lot of research these days. What's our competitors? I mean, what kind of research is out there? I mean, what kind of data can they gather about other places compared to us?
Well, I think the really nice thing is that for as much as there are competitors, we realize that every product, every service, every community is a little bit different. And so what I'll tell you is that we also have relationships with other communities out there that if they have a potential resident who may not be the community might not be the right fit, they'll actually reach out to us and say, hey.
Oh, tremendous.
Yeah, so I mean, in the end, the objective is to make sure that the folks that are coming in, we find the right option for them, because frankly, sometimes Green Spring might not be the right answer for someone, but finding something for them is key.
How many competitors do we have in the local area?
I would say actively around 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
And that's in our realm in terms of continuing care retirement community.
Right.
You also have 55 and older. You have specifically just assisted living. So there are others, but to not compared to our size.
Okay. You just said, the name I call this is Continuing Care Retirement Community. I understand there's a movement to change the name of retirement communities to something else, and I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, so there's definitely this movement and just calling it, in essence, life care, in essence. But for those who are doing research for the longest time, continuing care is just really a strong presence.
Right.
So I think we haven't really seen the immediate effects, but it's there.
Okay. You have been with sales for how long?
6 years.
And you've been at Greenspring for how long?
11.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have really moved up in those 11 years.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Because you started out with what, housekeeping?
I started with dining, actually.
With dining.
So I started in the Woodlands Guys dining room as a server and made my way up. And there was an opportunity for me to work full time with general services. I always wanted to work with my hands. Right. And so I worked a few different positions there. And so I got the pleasure of the former director who used to be with us approached me and said, hey, we really like for you to tell your story to our incoming residents. Right. And I said, I'd love to. So. Yeah. That's where it started.
So that's where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in school, you're finishing up a degree?
That's right. So I just finished my first full year of George Mason. Mm-hmm. So excited that that's done.
That's tremendous.
Get to spend the summer with my family
right.
and spend some time with my children. Many of you have met Janice and Leah, so they're really excited to have Dad and enjoy the summer.
Because you had, 2 years at Nova, right?
That's right. That's right. So
previously?
With working full-time here and having my wife and children at home, right. School has been part-time, and so I'm excited for that.
Yeah. That's very, very good. However, you're going to stay in that position. You're going to stay in school, and I understand that we're going to get a new director.
That's right.
What's happening?
So a lot of residents, to my surprise, have been very encouraging, wanting me to potentially be the new leader for the Greenspring sales office. But yes. What I've explained to many is that I really am focused in school and trying to finish that up. So with that being said, I want to be a great lieutenant, a great leader for our new director, and I'm excited to announce that David Taylor, which many of you know, is our new director of sales. Yes. And he'll be starting in June. So I'm really excited to have him.
And David was here before.
Yeah, he was a colleague of mine. He worked with Greenspring for over 3 years. Was given the opportunity to become a director at one of our competitors, but I still remember the moment that he was leaving. He said, "I will be back. I love the Erickson culture, and I want to be back." So
that's wonderful. Because he went to the other community as the director, right?
That's right. Exactly. He got an opportunity to be a director since we didn't have one available here. We had Eric. So with Eric making his transition, an opportunity came up for David.
Very, very good. And when's he coming on board?
So he'll be here the first week of June. Okay. And so you'll see me taking him around the community, getting him reacclimated and meeting different leaders and different residents so that he can start doing some positive things here.
So he'll be with us a week and a half from now. Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. Although I still think you ought to have moved up.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
But we're glad for you and know that you will continue doing great things and doing wonderful things with school as well as with sales and other people.
Well, thank you.
Okay. Other things with sales. What's sales relationships with corporate?
Fantastic. What I would say when it comes to our residents understanding what the relationship is, the relationship has to be really, really strong. There has to be a commitment from our corporate office to be able to come down to the community, learn about the area and understanding our residents and what their needs are, along with the prospective residents. And so they really do a great job. Many of you know Will Nance. He's our Vice President of Sales, and he comes down very often to make sure that we're offering the best level of service and understanding the changes that are going around in this area. So the partnership has been great, and I think the best part of it all is the fact that they allow us to contribute from a sales perspective, to let them know what are we hearing, what are the prospective residents looking for, and having that strong partnership to be able to make that happen.
Because Will's been in that position for about 6 years, 6 years.
That's right.
Yeah, because when we came here 9 years ago, he was the exec. So
exactly.
So he went from here to there.
Exactly, and he still has a great love for Greenspring. and he still lives nearby, so he tries to make his way out here. So he's actually getting ready to. He's actually going to be a part of the event today, and he's actually going to be speaking today. So
tremendous!
Yeah, we're
very
excited
good.
to have him.
Very good. Since him, we've had 4 other directors. I think we're on our 4th director since him. But been a rapid turnover.
I know. But Chandra is fantastic, and she also offers a wonderful leadership, especially to our department. She makes sure she comes down and talk about anything that we possibly need.
With your department, you also have residents that help, right?
Yeah, resident ambassadors. It is key to our success.
Okay.
When I talk to prospective residents, I'm very surprised to hear that most competitors do not have residents at their events. Okay. And that is one thing that they say is very unique to us, is that we have resident ambassadors. And obviously, we have residents who are really happy to be here and want to tell their story. So for residents who want to participate and want to tell folks about their experiences, we'd love to have you.
Okay. What does a resident need to do to become an ambassador, resident ambassador?
Great question. It starts with having a conversation with our event coordinator, Rachel Gilbert. Okay. And what she does is she gets to know you and your story, and we talk about what you may be comfortable with doing. Many people want to be a table host. Many want to show their apartment. Many want to just be maybe one of our hall monitors. So whatever that is, and then we do a specific training just for them, just to make sure that they understand what we're hoping to accomplish. Why have we invited these individuals, so that we can work together to put together a great event program. And
then the resident ambassadors get to participate in the lunches and the dinners and all those kind of good things.
We got to make sure we get you fed, and there's a wonderful reimbursement program for your for the time spent with us. So altogether a great program.
Tremendous. Speaking of reimbursement, if I, as a resident, refer somebody in and they move in within a certain period, I get some money back or get some credit to my account? Absolutely.
I'm surprised how many residents don't know about a referral program. It's something that I'm really excited about. Don Donnelly in our office runs that program. And in essence, if you have a friend that is interested in the community and they join the priority list, if you fill out a form with us, we give you a reimbursement for that, a gift card for the community to either use at the store, at the dining room, or anything like that. And if they move in within a particular amount of time, you actually get credit on your monthly fee.
Oh, that's tremendous. Very, very
So if you want to learn more details, let us know. We'd love to talk about the program with you, and start talking about it with your friends.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Other pearls of wisdom about sales?
I would just say we have loved the support that our residents have done for us. I mean, I know that sometimes sales, we tend to take over a clubhouse sometimes in the middle of April or in the fall, and sometimes we do a significant amount of events. But we love the fact that our residents are always happy to see newcomers, talk about their story, welcome them to the community, and we really do appreciate that because it really just shows the wonderful culture that we have here. And I always tell folks, Green Spring is a place that we like to exemplify our values, one interaction at a time. So it's been great.
Tremendous. Well, Franklin, as always, it's a pleasure seeing you. We're so pleased that you're still with sales and you're still with Green Spring. And I remember when I first met you when you were with dining, and you said your goal for the future is to become an exec. And I certainly hope that continues.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, in regards to that.
Thank you.
And keep up the good work. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.